Peace family, it's Camps in the Oracle, one half of Remnants Gathering, aka Weirdo Gang Gang. And I keep explaining why we identify with the weird thing. And I know for some people weird is not a beneficial term. But we use that because we're just really, really unique and proud of that. So you could call it unique gang gang, but weirdo just is much better because we're taking something that people have made to be something negative and turn it into a positive. And that's just what magicians do. That's just what alchemists do. So welcome, welcome, welcome for the new people, because I see we've been getting a lot of new people. Thank you for joining us in this journey and following us and supporting us and checking us out, emailing us and letting us know, hey, I just found you. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to the day ones and the ones that's been with us for a long time, peace to you. Thank you for your love, your support, your donations, your energy, your good vibes, your prayers. Like, Ashe, we know that we are not doing this alone. This is absolutely a soul tribe. This is a community that we are building. And it's really beautiful. I just wanted to say thank you to those of you as well. I really mean that. And it's just not enough appreciation in this world. And so, yeah, I feel like it's my duty to go out of my way and let people know they're appreciated when they are. So my heart was feeling some kind of way today. I didn't do the weekly reading last week, and I was feeling some kind of way, and I was just like, this is just, a part of something that I should do. I have these moments where I doubt whether or not the messages that I share are impactful and needed in that time. And so sometimes I'll sit on a message and sit until I receive confirmation that that's something that will be beneficial to share with the collective of the other awakening souls. So I'm going to share with you a card that I pulled for the collective consciousness of those awakening. Where should we be focused? What should we be paying attention to? What is happening? Why are some of the things in our lives unfolding, and what it actually means? And so the card is called Visions of Life Beyond Death, as you can see. And while I read this, just look at the imagery, because imagery communicates messages, and sometimes these messages, they're just really, they can be difficult to receive because there's just so much warfare in the air element to prevent us from tapping in and receiving these messages. So yes, use the visual of this to receive your own download. And I'm going to share with you the meaning of this card. So sacred vision is awakening within you, and you are becoming blessed with the ability to truly see, to see what is real rather than what appears to be real. This is true insight. What was once considered consequential may soon be found to hold little consequence after all. What was once dismissed as an irritation or irrelevance may be seen to have great spiritual significance. As mundane as something once appeared, it could be now worthy of your absolute attention. The gift of genuine vision takes you into the being of the universal creator. This is sacred. This is a sacred terrain. It is beyond logic. It is a convention that which is limited in any way. The more open you are to receiving true vision, the more love you will feel and recognize within and around you. Something may appear to change form, to be shed, to be lost, or to die, but there is love within it always. This realization doesn't remove the pain of loss. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. The vision of love, the truth of all that is, can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you have been wondering about your life path, or whether you should take action on a project, or You need inspiration to really move you out of a slump that you have fallen into. Then this oracle brings you a message of hope. You will receive your vision. You will be graced with the way out of the stagnancy. And you will see things differently and more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty you have felt is going to pass, and you will be left with very clear insight. The stories that you have been feeding yourself or telling yourself may end up looking different to how they appear now. This may surprise you, but the vision that is coming to you will be more truthful and therefore freeing. It will be worth the shock, surprise, or the moment of embarrassment when you realize you have been operating under a false assurance or deluding yourself about the truth of a situation. Those moments will pass, and they are not something to feel bad about. They signify that you are leaving behind a smaller view for a more expansive one. They are a sign that you have outgrown your old vision in order to live in a bigger one. This is good. This is beneficial. There might be a moment when your ego feels a bit dented, but sure enough, that too will pass. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. You are watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever has been bothering you will not be able to harm you. You will prevail. If you are concerned that someone is getting away with something or blocking your path and it seems there's nothing you can do about it, don't worry. The all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. It is the universal mother, with eyes not only in the back of her head, but in every living cell of life itself. She misses nothing. And the truth of her vision will always be met with justice, mercy, and wisdom. This oracle is also asking you to shift your perspective and look at an issue of concern a little differently. If you don't know how to do this, simply add the following statement to the end of the healing process below. And here's that healing process that I'm going to read to you. I call upon the universal eye to show me the most helpful way to see this situation of concern now. In shifting how you look at things, the energy in what is beheld changes. You can see this with people. When you shame and judge someone, they react differently to when they are loved and encouraged. They may succeed nonetheless, but the journey to that success will be different. Looking at something through the eyes of love rather than fear can help us find our way more quickly, easily, and enjoyably. This oracle comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and the light in all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance, because you are going to help others through your vision, your art, and how you just choose to be in the world. The healing process that I'm going to read to you will help you to accept and anchor this developing gift with this deeper insight that is awakening in us all. So you can say this out loud, and I will pause in between each sentence, giving you a moment to repeat after me. I now release any fear I have associated with seeing truth. With seeing beyond the veil of illusion, or with my inner vision opening up from my heart, mind, and body. I release any wounding I have received in relation to what I have witnessed at any time. especially where it is based in the fearful responses of others. I ask that my vision be restored to its fullness through compassion and unconditional love. So mote it be. Now you can close your eyes. If you're driving or at work or something, just replay this when you get home. And you're just going to imagine love pouring down from the universe straight into your crown chakra. And sometimes I visualize this as light. Sometimes I visualize this as darkness. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But visualize however you like. As it comes down into your crown chakra, visualize it filling your whole head, reaching behind your eyes, your third eye activated. And just imagine feeling really good. Take a deep breath and smile. When you have had enough of this, simply open your eyes and imagine you can breathe or exhale any excess energy gently out through them. Then you have finished the healing process. So your eyes, even though our eyes had a contract within the 3D matrix just by being born through a woman, that veil, those scales are falling from our eyes, our two eyes. The opening, the activating, the awakening of the third eye or first eye is beginning to shift to what we physically see. And what a lot of us sometimes forget, there is great responsibility with being able to see through illusion. That responsibility is, how do I react to what I see in a way that's beneficial and not going to cause stagnation, confusion, but bring clarity. See, the stories that we have been downloaded with came as a result of 3D matrix conditioning, indoctrination, religion, wounds from childhood, upbringing, generational curses, trauma through slavery, post-traumatic slave syndrome. A lot of us are dealing with complex PTSD. A lot of us were wounded by narcissists or raised by narcissistic parents. A lot of us deal with depression and anxiety, even different types of illnesses as a result of all of these things and karmic cycles that we have come to clear in this life. And what happens is, if you don't begin using your voice and your words to speak your narrative, using your mental power and thoughts to think your narrative, and using your heart to believe that is so, despite what your two eyes may see, by doing this, you are altering reality by altering your perception of reality. So for a lot of us, our reality has not changed because our reality is waiting on us to change our perception of what we are viewing so that we are in alignment with our higher self, and we will begin attracting different experiences, and you will begin to break patterns. And I have personally been using this. I have this thing where I just really despise white privilege. It's a mental illness, just like black inferiority complex. It's a mental illness. Let's just be real here. We're not too spiritual to be able to be honest about what we have seen and experienced within certain racial ethnicities in this world. And I had a guy who basically we're at a four-way stop and it was my turn and I'm almost in the middle, and he cuts me off. We could have had a wreck. White guy. And he looked right at me dead in my eyes, and it was just so much disgust and hatred and racism, and all of that. And I had to pause for a moment and remember who I was and not respond in a way that was allowing him to have control of my reaction. So I caught myself. And I said, okay, I saw that, but I don't have to react to it. Because your hatred, it has no control over me. And I was just thankful that we didn't have a wreck. Let it go. About not even 2 minutes later, I missed my turn. And so I was sitting in the turning lane. And ironically, there's a different white guy in a very similar pickup truck. I thought it was the same guy at first until I rolled the window down and asked him to roll his window down. And then I asked him, could I get over in front of you when the light changes? Now, usually I wouldn't have done this, especially right after I just had a negative experience in the Maya, in the illusion, in the Matrix, that triggered how deeply I feel about the trauma that was created as a result of white superiority. And I was just letting the Matrix know that I control how I perceive reality. And I control it so much so that even though I just had that experience, I don't think that experience has anything to do with this one. This experience is going to go exactly as I would like for it to go. And he's going to let me over. And so I had the thought, I projected the thought, and then I asked, and it was perfect alignment. He was so happy to let me over. Like, I damn near was like, sitting there like, damn, should I have asked him for some money? Because he was just, I don't know, it was crazy. I don't know, man. He was real excited about letting me over. He was like, sure, yeah, come on, And I was telling my best friend, I was just like, you know what? We probably could have told him, look, our husbands done left us. We got left with these 2 kids. We need some financial help. And he probably would have gave it to us. I'm laughing because, the Matrix is such a funny thing. It's going to be terrible moments and it's going to be great moments. And just learning how to relax into that and just trust that the awakening within you is beginning to restructure the life outside of you. We have to trust that. We have to trust that. So this was the message for the collective today. And we didn't get into any astrology or numerology or anything like that. I just wanted to channel some energy and pull a card for you guys. So, that's what we do over here. But yeah, and thank y'all for the happy solar return wishes for Ernest. We just sitting up reading through some of your comments and stuff, and it just if y'all could just see the smiles that y'all put on our face, like, it's really real. And I know to some people we seem fake as fuck because I don't know, like two nice looking people. They're kind people, compassionate people. You know what I'm saying? They're people who focus on service to self, but also focus on service to others. People who are brave enough to allow their relationship to be viewed by the whole world. Like doing stuff like that, it comes with a price. But y'all definitely make it a lot easier. And so, yeah, we appreciate the way you all react to us. But, yeah, I could keep going and keep talking. I love y'all. But if this helped you, comment below, like, do all of the stuff we need to do and share it with somebody else who might need this message. And y'all, don't be scared. We're going to be talking about sexual energy, and we're going to be going deep into maybe, touching on some things that trigger you. And it seems like when we post things about anything about sex, it doesn't get a lot of attention. And I'm just really surprised because all of us are here as a result of sex. And so this either, tells me one or two things. Our relationship with sex is just as screwed up as our relationship with money has been. And just as our relationship with self and our inner child has been. So I don't know, like maybe I'm getting this wrong. Like, what is it? Do y'all want to talk about this and go deep or not? Let us know, because we're going to do this really, really soon. So check out the website, remnantsgathering.com. We got new products and we got some stuff to help you with your creativity. So go check that out. Make sure you read the blogs. Peace, love, and y'all already know what's coming. Man, your third eye has just been kissed. Peace.